Now, the William Ruto you know now will not be the William Ruto in 2028. Right now, you know a very gentle guy who is trying to be nice to everybody, launching projects all over the place, borrowing money, trying to complete projects because he wants to make you happy. Piga your kura 2027, utamujua 2028. That's when you will know the real, actual William Ruto.
All right, welcome back to Havana Media. And right about now, I want us to break down a powerful message that has been echoing across Kenya. A warning from Morara about vote bribery, the dangerous cycle of giving out money to citizens and expecting 10 times more once elected into office. In many parts of the country, politics has slowly turned into a transactional game. Leaders walk into villages with envelopes, handouts, and promises that only exist during campaign seasons. To many ordinary citizens struggling with daily hardship, this money feels like relief. But to the politicians, it is an investment that the citizens eventually pay for. This explanation is detailed by Morara Kebaso. He begins his lecture with a simple but painful truth. He says, when a politician gives money today, they expect to take it back with interest once they get elected. And that interest comes through inflated taxes, corruption, mismanagement of funds, and decisions that hurt the very people who took the bribe.
In short, you've taught us that for me to be an MP, I need to go to Kenyatta National Hospital, do a fake tender for supplying oxygen, make over 700 million, come and give you money, and you vote for me. Alafu museme pesa ya CDF imeibiwa. Iyo ni unugu, iyo ni upuzi. Iyo itakuwa ni ujinga ya hali ya juu. Mtu nugu hata moja isiseme kutoka mbele not kwamba pesa ya CDF imeibiwa. The day we handed over our genuine fight for a better Kenya to the formerly corrupt opposition, because all these people in the opposition were in government and they were very corrupt. And some of them have been in politics for 40 years, 30 years, they've never delivered any change. The day we, the youth, stopped fighting for a better country and handed over our fight to them, we lost it. I know some of you think that the government lost and that the government won and the opposition lost. So saying, opposition walipoteza kura, government wali win. Oh no. If this was 2027, the opposition doesn't lose. Wakikuwa number 2, wako na enough MPs to go and negotiate with Ruto for cabinet appointments and for tenders. And they'll appoint their children and their friends to cabinet.
He explains that voters often don't realize the hidden price behind the small note they accept during the campaigns. A politician who spends millions handing out money will not come into office to serve. They will come to recover. They will come to harvest. And the ones who suffer are the same citizens who hoped for quick relief. Morara paints a vivid picture of what he calls the money trap. A trap where leaders pretend to be generously before election, only to become invisible afterwards. A trap where citizens are convinced to trade their long-term future for short-term survival. A trap that keeps bad leaders in power and pushes good leaders away because integrity cannot compete with bribery. He goes even deeper, warning that this behavior is not just corruption. It is a circle. A circle that has destroyed development, encouraged tribal politics, and made elections more about cash than vision. He tells Kenyans that every time they accept a bribe, they accidentally vote for corruption, for hunger, and for lack of opportunities.
Chakula ni nyinyi. You are the failure. Unaona wewe vota wewe. Wewe mwenye una trust opposition leader kama Mungu. Mtu amekuwa corrupt juzi. You are the loser. You are the loser. And let me tell you what will happen. This is what will happen in 2027. Number 1, voter register is going to be cooked. Zile areas zenye zina support William Ruto, they will record an increase in newly registered voters. Areas in support voters watabaki flat, hawaongezeki. Second thing that will happen, areas zenye hazim support, violence itaanza asubuhi. Vijana wanavalishwa t-shirt zako, wanaitwa supporters wako, na si supporters wako, alafu anaenda na cause vurugu. Mama yako mwenye ako kwa nyumba, mwenye yeye apendi vurugu, akisikia kuna vurugu kwa polling station at Nyankononi Primary School, hawezi enda kupiga kura. Hiyo ni kura yako imepungua. Lakini huko kwa kina Ruto iko peaceful, watu wanapiga 90% turnout ama 99% turnout. That's voter suppression through violence. Kitu ya tatu itafanyika ni wizi, ballot stuffing. Na hiyo kura itaibiwa hivyo.
Morara urges citizens to rise above desperation and look at leaders through their ideas, not their wallets. He calls on young people especially to be the generation that finally breaks this cycle. A generation that refuses to be bought, and a generation that demands better. He again speaks boldly, saying that Kenya's political landscape will never change as long as voters keep selling their power. And leadership, he says, is not a supermarket. It is a responsibility. Leaders who buy votes do not respect their citizens. They do not see voters as human beings, but they see them as customers. Then Morara's final warning is very sharp, emotional, and unforgettable. He said that 2027 will be a turning point. If Kenyans continue to accept money, then they should not complain when hospitals fail, when roads collapse, or when corruption destroys the country. But if Kenyans stand firm, refuse bribes, and vote based on competence, the real change begins.
Now, the William Ruto you know now will not be the William Ruto in 2028. Right now, you know a very gentle guy who is trying to be nice to everybody, launching projects all over the place, borrowing money, trying to complete projects because he wants to make you happy. Piga hiyo kura 2027, utamjua 2028. That's when you will know the real, actual William Ruto. Na siku William Ruto ataleta referendum ya ku-extend presidential term limit, na warigi hiyo referendum ipitishwe, musiseme sikuwaambia. Mumelalia masikio sana, mumelalia masikio sana. Kila siku ninawalilia, tafadhali ndugu zangu, stop being partyless and leaderless. You will remain jobless. Hamsikii? Kahneman amelipa na kasongo, ulinunuliwa. Sawa, nilinunuliwa ni kupea good advice. Nilinunuliwa ni kufanyia civic education. Nilinunuliwa ni kufungue akili. Common sense. Viti hamsimami. We are the Gen Zs. We have 16 million votes. Hamsimami. Kura hamsimami. You're not running for election. And why are you not running? Because you don't have a party. Kienda chama kama DCP unaitisha milioni 10 ndio upewe ticket ya MP, utatoa wapi? Mungekuwa na chama yenu ile mlini troll yenye ningeregister, ungekuwa unakuja hapo ukiwa na haki, ungekuwa unaingia kama kwako. Hamna pesa. Nikaambia fundraising is the only way you can raise, you can be able to compete with these people. Otherwise, wash and corrupt leaders are the ones who will win elections.
And now, as we close, Morara's message remains very clear. Vote bribery is not generosity. It is not kindness. It is a trap. A trap that Kenyans must reject to protect their future. That is it for today about vote bribery and what we call the money trap. Thank you so much for watching Havana Media, and remember to like, subscribe, and share this story so that more people can understand the hidden cost of bribery. My name is Oduor Billy. See you next time.